Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have poly bag number 40176, 25 pieces, and this is the Scarif Stormtrooper. This figure was available first as a gift with purchase from Lego.com. I believe it was Force Friday, and it was $75 or more. You got one of these free, $75 more of Star Wars stuff, I think. It may have been $50, I don't know for certain, or I don't remember for certain, but it was also otherwise available in Legoland Discovery Centers for, I think, $250, which is a really, good deal. And I would have bought a bunch if I'd seen them there, but I never did, because I don't go to Legoland Discovery Centers very often, because the closest one is, over an hour away from me, I think. Or maybe about an hour exactly. But anyway, I did recently pick one of these up from my friend BrickWorlds, though, for about $5.50. I think, which I thought was a pretty reasonable price, and I did want to get this because I'm actually a fan of this style of polybag. I also have the DJ one, which this does connect to. There is also an R3M2, which I have not yet gotten because I never saw it in stores, and I haven't seen a really good deal on it. But if I could get one for around $5 or $6, I probably would. Maybe you'll see a review of that eventually. I also am a big fan of, LEGO astromech droids in general, so, if you've noticed, I've picked up a couple recently. But, enough about that. On to the actual set itself. It is basically a minifigure with a little stand, which I think is cool. It uses a minifigure base plate, normal. And I think that in itself, this thing looks pretty good. The sticker there says Scarif Stormtrooper. That is, that's alright. Mine does have a little bit of, white dashed line, barely visible above the name, above the word Stormtrooper. I'm not sure what that's about. I think that's a quality error on my particular variant. I don't know if that is a widespread thing. But you do have this little cardboard backing, which appears to be slightly bent on mine. It's probably just from the way it was shipped, but, I'm sure if I put that, underneath a book or something, it would flatten out pretty well. And it's barely, it's barely bent. It'll probably fix itself, to be honest. But you do have the Lego and Star Wars logo, as well as a little Scarif backdrop. You do have this copyright information, which goes down the side, and it's kind of obvious on this one. It was also obvious on the R3M2, but they do seem to have fixed that with the series going forward. On the DJ one, you can't see that copyright information anywhere, because it's hidden underneath where, this attaches. But the actual figure is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of the Scarif Trooper design in Universe, so, I kind of am maybe a little biased. The gun is cool. It uses one of the Alien Conquest pistols or blasters with binoculars attached. So it's not just a regular Star Wars blaster, which is kind of neat. But, I would always like to get more regular Star Wars blasters. The helmet is an awesome mold. Same one used for the Imperial hover tank pilots. It's just a really good design. They always do a great job with Star Wars helmets. And, good molded detail, good printed detail. He is Angry Clone. His torso print is good. This is actually different from the ones in regular sets because it has the blue on it, which I believe denotes it as a squad leader, squad captain, maybe is the proper term. You do have this felt, or this cloth comma piece, and there's a little bit of printing underneath there, but there's nothing, that makes it worth me taking off the cloth piece for you to see it. And you do have some good back printing on the torso. I think the design on this figure is really, really well done. I don't think it's a must-have if you already have the other versions of the Scarif Stormtrooper from both the TIE Striker and the Battle on Scarif sets. But I do think that this is, still cool to get if you have those, because it does, add a little bit of variety to your Scarif Stormtrooper little army. It's an easy way to amass a couple of these if you find them at a Legoland Discovery Center, especially. You just buy a couple for $250 each. You could build up an army of these pretty easily, and it also just looks really good on display. This is awesome. I love this concept of you know, the connecting minifigure stands for Star Wars with little polybags, and I really hope they continue this little theme. We know we're getting 2 from the Solo movie. We're not sure when they'll be regularly available, but, you know, if I can find those anywhere, you know, just for sale, I will definitely be picking those up. As well as, I'm still looking for an R3M2, and I'm hopeful that I will get that, because it would be really nice to have a whole, like, row of these. I don't know. I'm very happy with the way that this has turned out. And, you know, I think it's really cool. I do think the DJ one was more desirable for me, because I found this character really enjoyable. And I think I like this figure a lot. The helmet on this one is always cool to get, though. So, you know, I think these are both really, really solid. But, you know, personal bias leans me towards DJ. However, I was still very impressed with this. And, you know, I, again, hope that they do more like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.